Alright, welcome to another MrCross.org training tutorial. We're going to talk about some other items that you can insert into a document. So here we go, we've got a document that's already been worked with, we've got some editing that's been done, and I want to insert some special objects. So if I go to Insert, in a previous lesson we learned about Picture, we can also do Clip Art, and if you go to Clip Art, you can search for just about anything you want. So I'm going to search for a car. And I'm going to hit go, and it's going to pull up images of cars. Now, clip art's a little different than an image, a picture, because it's usually a very small little graphic. It's usually maybe used for icons, cute little office stuff, things like that. And a lot of it's drawn. It's not, photographic. So this is a, an option for you to add some little images. So I'm going to do tiger again, and I'm going to hit go. And then I'm going to grab a picture of a tiger. That one's way too scary, so I'm going to do this one right here. That's actually a picture. And it put a picture of a tiger in there. So some clip art is images. Some is just, as you can see from here, drawings. So now I've got this picture to work with, and same things apply. I can actually edit the picture under the Formatting Picture tool. I could make it round. I can give it some picture effects, shadow, bevel, 3D rotation. I can make it look a little skewed, something like that. If I want to put it into my document, I can do the wrap text. I can say typed, and now I can drag it right into there, and I can make my text wrap around it, and you can see that the text will want to wrap all the way around the circle even. So I'm going to drag it this way though. Make good use of that. Alright, so that kind of covers that. Let's go back to the insert and look at some other things. Some of the other items that you may not have known that you can insert are shapes. Shapes are just what they sound. So if I want to put a smiley face into my image, I can do insert. I get a little drawing tool. I can make a big or a small smiley face. When I click off of it, there it is. This one happens to be blue, and it's going to be, the shape is going to be the color of whatever style you choose. So if you choose the red kind of shiny logo, that's what you're going to get. There's a little bit more of a yellow color, very similar to what maybe a smiley face would look like. Let's go back to insert and look at some other things. Arrows, plus signs, equations, stars and banners, all kinds of different things you can use. I think that really can spruce up a paper, especially if you're trying to diagram something or talk about something else. Smart Art is designed for you to create lists and processes and really do diagramming things. So you can, for instance, if you were working in science and you wanted to illustrate the circle of life, there it is right there. You could put down the food chain right here, and you could see how everything eats everybody else. These can be moved. They can be edited by clicking on each of the items and just typing some new text. You can shrink them. You can find a good place for them. You can also do these little fancy Smart Art styles, which are going to make them look shiny like buttons, make them look 3D, quite a few different options, and you might find that something's going to work real good for you. But notice when the Smart Art Tools opens, you've got the design and you have the format. Formatting is going to be like the pictures, and we're going to be able to do the text wrap and the position and all of those items. So if I want to do square, for instance, on that, now I'm able to move this anywhere I want in the paper, and it will actually wrap the text around just like it did my picture. So I can make a real small one, and I can put it right in the middle of my picture. If I didn't have that text wrapping feature on, it's very difficult to maneuver that item. So you just keep that in mind. This text wrap, which I always refer to as the paper with the little dog on it, I always say it's the little dog, that is going to be your friend for getting these images to work out. Let's go ahead and look at insert. The other thing that you may find handy is to be able to insert a chart. And you do that by picking the type of chart that you would want, saying OK, and now when it does this, it's going to open up an Excel document. And when the Excel document opens, it's going to give you some basic information. So it's going to give you a stock set of information. Here's our chart, and here is our data. And by changing this data, you're going to actually change the results of the chart. So you can mess with that a little bit. Same thing applies if you just have a chart in Microsoft Word. You can actually import that chart into Microsoft Word, and I'm going to talk about that in some later lessons as we get into some of this. But just know that it's here. Know that you can do that. If you needed to edit a quick chart, this is a great way to do it because it's a couple clicks. Change your series, change your categories, and you're going to have some data in there for a chart. And lastly, let's go to Insert. screenshot. This is very handy. Now, you may not have known it, but you can hit print screen to make a screenshot, and then you can insert the screenshot by saying Control V into the document. You can also hit the screenshot tool and it will find windows that are available. So for instance, I have a Wikipedia article that was open in one of my other windows, and it's able to see that, and now I've actually put a screenshot of my desktop or my page right into Microsoft Office, and I didn't have to do the whole print screen, control, paste, any of that stuff. And here's the cool thing, once it's in here, I can do all sorts of editing to that. I can crop the image by selecting crop, and that means I can take and I can select just a certain section of the actual document to have imported, and then once I'm done I can unclick the crop button. Let me maneuver this out of the way here, it's behind my picture. Oh goodness. Okay, there we go. Let's get rid of my smiley face because my paper is getting a little mess. Now, the reason I was doing that is, keep in mind this image is going all the way down to here, so when it was up there it was actually behind the image, and we could have fixed that by doing this and saying bring to front. So you can say size and position and say bring to front, but in this case we got it fixed. So here we go, I've got a screenshot from my page now inserted into my document, and it was very, very simple. That's a lot better than having to do the whole print screen, copy and paste idea, and you will be surprised at how often you're going to use screenshots, because there may be something that you got on a page that you just can't copy or paste into the document, but a screenshot will do that for you. Alright, well, I hope this helps you out with a couple of the advanced inserting options, and I will see you next time.